Cristiano gets mad, everything goes out of control.
Mas eu não mando nada, eu estava a fazer perguntas.
Fighting refs and even hitting fans, these are the 8 angry Ronaldo moments you should see.
Are you nervous?
No.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
And first up, Ronaldo almost took his teammate out. Portugal versus Spain in the round of 16 at 2012 Euros, and for Cristiano Ronaldo, this was more than just a game. This was his first official Euros as captain of the national team, and he was looking to do what no Portuguese captain had ever done before in the history of the national team: win a trophy. Coming into this one against Spain, Ronaldo knew he'd had to bring his A game, or else they get knocked out. So as soon as the ref hit the whistle to start the match, he was zoned in and ready to take on anyone who stood in his way. The game was tense because both teams knew each other, man. Many of the Spanish and Portuguese players had faced each other multiple times in their different leagues, so it was tough. But Ronaldo was determined to put in a performance and lead from the front, so he took the game on its neck. Dribbles, skills, tricks, he was doing it all. And while this was exciting for the crowd, Ronaldo knew how dangerous this Spanish team was, and also knew that if his team didn't capitalize and take their chances while they still had them, Spain was going to make them pay. So Ronaldo went on another level and found the best chance of the game. He'd already taken out a Spanish defender, and being one-on-one with his teammate in the Spanish goal, Iker Casillas, Ronaldo knew Casillas was going to come out for this one, and being one step ahead, he hit the perfect lob over Casillas that was destined to land in the bottom corner of the Spanish goal, until his teammate, Nani, said no. Nani was offside, and Ronaldo would have definitely scored if he hadn't touched it. Once Ronaldo realized the goal had been checked off, he lost it. I mean, look at him. Dude was so pissed, he could have taken Nani out just by looking at him. To make it worse, the game went into extra time and a penalty shootout, and Portugal lost, meaning Ronaldo's dream of winning a major tournament was over, all because of his teammate. I'd hate to be Nani on a plane back home with Ronaldo, man. Yikes.
But it wasn't offside, was it?
You weren't, but Nani was.
Nani was.
Nani wasn't offside.
This ain't the first time Ronaldo's losing it with someone in the same team. He's even thrown shades at his coach and former club. At the end of 2022, Ronaldo, Erik ten Hag and Manchester United produced the biggest saga of the year. And here's how this one went down. In 2021, Ronaldo completed a sensational deadline day move to Manchester United on his homecoming, and everyone was hyped. See, in Ronaldo's first spell at the club, he became a legend, scoring over 100 goals for the Red Devils, and in 2007, 2008, he conquered the world, winning the Champions League, Ballon d'Or, and breaking the record for the most goals in a single Premier League season with 32. Now he was coming back. The United fans were daydreaming of something similar to that. And in his first game against Newcastle United, Ronaldo popped a brace to have the fans dream of even more glory days. Ronaldo finished the season as United's top scorer with 21 goals, but this wasn't even the story, because behind the scenes a storm was coming at United and was going to change everything. After failing to qualify for the Champions League, United decided to get rid of both Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ralf Rangnick and replace them with Erik ten Hag. From his first day at the club, Ten Hag decided he was going to be strict about his business. And I guess it's safe to say he and Ronaldo never got along, because they started fighting from day one. Ten Hag benched Ronaldo after the opening league game of the season, benched him in the 6-3 defeat to Manchester City in the derby, but the final straw came in the 2-0 against Tottenham. United were 2 goals up with 5 minutes left to play, and with the game effectively almost over, you'd probably be expecting Ten Hag to give a couple of younger players a first-team shootout. But instead, he told Ronaldo to strip off and get ready for action. Ronaldo was pissed. No way he scored over 800 career goals and bagged over 30 trophies just to get disrespected like this. So he refused, and before the game was over, he walked out. Days later, just before the start of the World Cup, Ronaldo released an uncensored interview with Piers Morgan, and he spilled everything. He accused the owners of not caring about the club, accused the managers of disrespecting him and not caring about his family issues, and even said the club has rats, bro. The heck? In the end, Manchester United decided that the best thing to do was terminate Ronaldo's contract, and the dream move was over. To be fair to Ronaldo, he's gone on to the Saudi Pro League and has changed the game over there. He's still got it, even at 38, and is winning a lot of fans over there too. But they'd better be careful not to get Ronaldo pissed off during games, else they'd end up like this pitch invader from 2019. Juventus versus Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League group stage, and Ronaldo was on a mission. See, Ronaldo switched over to Juve for one reason only: to win the Champions League. They'd been trying for years, but now they had Ronaldo on their side, the Juve fans felt even more confident about their chances, and Ronaldo was determined to help them win the big one too. After failing at the quarter-final stage in the previous season, Ronaldo was even more focused on performing better this time out, so he wasn't taking any game for granted. Juve won this one 3-0 with Ronaldo getting on the score sheet, and at full time my man was tired. He'd put in a crazy shift just like the rest of his teammates and just wanted to get in the locker room, take a shower and go home. But first, he still had some catching up to do with some of the Leverkusen fans, and to congratulate his teammates on the big win. So he stayed on the pitch for a couple of seconds, and that's when the drama happened. One crazy Ronaldo fan had been watching him all game and was waiting for his moment to get a picture picture with him. But with security guarding the pitch, he was going to have to pull a quick one. So right when he caught them lacking, he ran onto the pitch and got face to face with his idol. But let's just say his crowning moment wasn't what he thought it'd be. Ronaldo was angry. Look at Ronaldo gesture to the dude and ask him if he was okay. Completely pissed. Lesson learned. Don't sneak up on Ronaldo like that. This dude got to find out firsthand. He's not the first fan who's got on Ronaldo's bad side after a game. This kid from Merseyside had a similar experience too. Back when he was still in his second spell at United, Ronaldo was part of the United team that travelled to face Everton at Goodison Park. Now United had started the season awfully, man. They were ass and needed all the points they could get. As a result, winning this game was a must, and the coach Ralf Rangnick even decided to play Ronaldo, but it didn't quite turn out as they'd all have hoped, because in the end United lost 1-0, and once again Ronaldo and his team were on the headlines for the wrong reasons. The pressure was getting heavier, and now it was so bad that at full time Ralf Rangnick was probably thinking of how he'd face the media when something else grabbed the attention: Ronaldo. And no, it wasn't because of what he did on the field, but off it. At full time, because of how badly his team had played, Ronaldo wasn't even going to wait for any post-match handshakes. He just wanted to get on the team bus and zoom off. So he started heading down the tunnel right before anyone else. And this young fan figured that'll be the right time to take a close-up picture of Ronaldo's exit, but it kind of backfired because Ronaldo was kicking out anything in his way. And once he saw the kid's phone, well, smashed it. The kid's mum got involved, and by the next day it became a huge deal. She took the case up legally because according to her kid was just trying to get a picture of his idol, but Ronaldo had smashed his phone away. In his defense, Ronaldo came out to admit that he did it, but it wasn't because he hates the kid. He was just angry from losing, and even offered to get the kid a new phone, and all exclusive access to the content on Mr. Football by hitting the subscribe button right in front of him. And the kid definitely wanted to say yes, but his mum refused. Jeez man, I wonder what her problem is. In times like this, when he's mad, Ronaldo doesn't even care, man. Teammates, coaches, and even referees too. When Real Madrid took on Barcelona in the 2017 Super Cup final, Ronaldo had a point to prove. This was the first El Clasico since this happened. Yeah, and it hurt Ronaldo and his teammates really bad. They were determined to get one over on Barca and Messi because of it. But for the first 60 minutes, Ronaldo and his teammates had to do it without him because of an injury he'd suffered. He couldn't play the full game. With the match tied at 1-1, Real Madrid's coach, Zinedine Zidane, figured he needed someone who could change the game and give them the edge. And looking at the bench, there was only one obvious standout. So he had Ronaldo strip off and get ready for action, and less than 20 minutes later, Ronaldo hit a goal. Straight into top bins. Not even two goalies are saving that. What a goal. Crazy thing is, Ronaldo's night was far from over, because if this was the good thing he did, well, up next was the bad part. Ronaldo was through on goal again, only this time Barca's Samuel Umtiti managed to catch up to him. But because it was in the box, soon as Ronaldo felt the contact, he went down looking for the pen. And when he heard the ref blow, he thought he'd gotten it and wanted to celebrate. But seconds later, he realized the ref had blown for something else: a dive. From his angle, the ref thought Ronaldo had gone down without any contact. And after giving a second yellow following the first one for taking his shirt off in the first goal, Ronaldo was now getting sent off. He couldn't believe it, and I guess the anger just became too much for him because he snapped. Ouch, he's definitely getting into trouble for that. See, it's an offense for a player to put his hands on the ref, and as a result, Ronaldo didn't just get sent off, the Spanish FA got involved, and he was banned for an extra 6 matches. Told you when my man snaps, he loses it. The ref's even lucky he didn't target his balls like he did to Curtis Jones. Manchester United versus Liverpool in the Northwest Derby of 2021, and this one didn't even feel like a derby. In fact, there was nothing competitive about this match. United was getting tramped 4-0 at half-time. What a scoreline. Sir Alex Ferguson watching this one could have nearly had a heart attack. Straight into the second half, Liverpool didn't waste any time in grabbing a 5th goal. And at this point, United fans knew it was over, man. There was no coming back from this. Liverpool had them beaten at home by 5 in an official match. Shocking. But still, Ronaldo hadn't given up hope, because at the very least, he was determined to make sure that Liverpool didn't leave with a clean sheet and wanted to get one back for his team. So he managed to score to make it 5-1. But after VAR got involved and cancelled his goal, Ronaldo knew his evening was done. There was no point even trying anymore, and watching the Liverpool team run circles around him like that must have started eating him deep. So when he and Curtis Jones went for the same ball just outside the penalty box minutes later, Ronaldo grabbed the wrong balls. Oof, I'm not sure Curtis Jones would have been walking straight after that one. That kick looked vicious. That's just Ronaldo's nasty streak kicking in. And looking at it, he's always had that nasty crazy side to his game, from way back too. Ronaldo was up against one of the biggest challenges of his career. At the time, he was still an exciting winger with bags of tricks and skills, and there was a lot of hype around his game. But in this one, he was up against one of the greatest fullbacks in football history, the legendary Cafu. Cafu had seen it all, man, from flashy wingers to deadly attackers. His long career had seen him go up against some of the best in the world. So playing against a tricky Ronaldo was going to be an exciting challenge for him. At least that's how he saw it. But Ronaldo, he wasn't here to pay respect to elders or impress, he just wanted to win. And he made sure to let Cafu know from the very start that he didn't give a damn about what he thought. Look at Ronaldo going against a dude that's almost twice his age. Whoa, Ronaldo's been taking on all comers from early on, even till now, like the time in 2021 when he took on an entire team. Scratch that, an organisation. Portugal was facing Serbia away from home in the final match of the World Cup qualification, and the plan was simple. All they had to do was win, and they'd be in charge of their own destiny in qualifying for the World Cup. But with less than 3 minutes to play, the game was tied at 2-2. The ref added a couple of minutes on, and deep into injury time, Portugal managed to create one final chance. The ball got looped into the box, and Ronaldo was in the Serbian box. He got his shot on target, and from his angle it looked like the ball had crossed the line, so he ran away to celebrate. The only problem was, the ref didn't see it like that. Yep, he cancelled Ronaldo's goal. Ronaldo was furious and demanded a VAR check, only for him to realise that for this game, UEFA didn't have VAR. My man was so angry that what he did next stunned everyone. He didn't even stay to complete the game. He left and threw his armband off. Last I heard, some dude took the armband Ronaldo threw off and sold it at an auction for over 12k. Ronaldo probably didn't realise how much this one would have cost. But when you're on a $200 million a year paycheck, you can pretty much afford anything. It's not just Ronaldo. There's a list of football players who are racking in so much cash, they're richer than some countries in the world and can afford anything. Click the next video to find out the stupidly expensive things football players own.